America's intelligence agencies first warned Donald Trump of the coming pandemic on January 5, 2020. The president ignored that warning. Instead, he held Make America Great Again rallies on January 9th and 14th. Trump was warned again about the coming pandemic by the Secretary of Health and Human Services on January 18th. In the immediate aftermath of his second dire warning, did Trump do anything to protect American lives? No. He played golf on 2 days and held 2 more rallies.
Democrat policy of open borders is a direct threat.
By January 31st, the president was taking the coming pandemic seriously enough to close the U.S. border to Chinese tourists. But rather than do anything else to protect American lives, the president flew around the country to hold even more re-election rallies, one on January 30th and 5 more in the month of February. After closing the U.S. border to Chinese tourists, did Donald Trump activate government departments that would have dealt with the coming pandemic? No, he did not. Did he check the stock of ventilators, masks, gloves, and gowns? No, he did not. Did he convene U.S. experts in the White House Situation Room to begin addressing the coming pandemic? No, he did not. In fact, the day after he closed the border to Chinese tourists, Trump played golf. Not just on February 1st, but also February 15th, and twice more in March. On February 5th, the Health and Human Services Secretary asked the White House for $2 billion to restock the U.S. supply of masks, gloves, gowns, and respirators. Donald Trump slashed that request by 75%.
Yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all because we were given a...
That is not taking the coming pandemic seriously. Equally egregious. On February 7th, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo tweeted enthusiastically about the U.S. sending nearly 18 tons of stockpiled U.S. medical supplies to China. While magnanimous towards the Chinese, it was yet another failure for the American people.
I really think, Doctor, you want to treat this like you treat the flu.
By February 24th, the day Trump tweeted, "Coronavirus is very much under control in the U.S." And February 28th, when Trump tweeted, "It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear." The president gave Americans a significant false sign of hope, even as the number of coronavirus cases in China had risen exponentially.
Because of all we've done, the risk to the American people remains very low.
On February 29th, the day Trump hugged and kissed the American flag at this ultra-right-wing convention, the number of Chinese cases of coronavirus had reached 80,000.
This is their new hoax.
For 2 months, Donald Trump did nearly nothing to protect the lives of Americans. We must not let him rewrite history.
Typically, that will go away in April. We're in great shape.
We must not let him bury his failures.
One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
We must not let him hide behind his own narcissism and catastrophic indifference.
And so, if we could hold that down, as we're saying, to 100,000, it's a horrible number. Maybe even less, but to 100,000. So we have between 100 and 200,000. We all together have done a very good job.
Trump's 200,000 coronavirus death toll exposes his colossal leadership failure. To him, keeping the death toll under 200,000 is a, quote, "good job." It is not. As the Boston Globe said, the president has blood on his hands. On November 3rd, Donald Trump must be voted out of office. Unfortunately, for as many as 200,000 Americans, that's already too late.
Be less stupid. No one gets you closer.